Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD. Alright, we're still in these caverns here looking for this Fayth. If it's still down here anyway. And yeah, so I guess we'll get everybody caught up on their sphere levels and we'll continue the search. Alright, we go Lunar where they need to be, and Titus move them up one, nothing to unlock. Auron, let's move them over, get them some more agility. Agility +2, nice. As you can see, Auron is coming up to a level 3 lock as well, and I will, like everybody else, I will be holding him back for when we can get him one of those. Kimari, let's see, move him over, get him some more evasion. Evasion +4, nice. And Kimari, I will be sending him down to get the Dispel here before continuing on, just like Lulu. Pardon me. Speaking of Lulu, let's move her down here, get her some more MP. And she's at a level 3 lock as well, and as always, we'll be keeping her here until we can get one. And Waka, let's move him over here and get him some more physical strength. Strength +4, nice. And looks like we're all caught up. Pardon me. Let's just get the party orientation in its usual format, and looks like we're alright. Let's heal up, and let's keep searching.
Another Guado fiend?
No, an unsent.
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady Ginham? Forgive me. I was too young. There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
We'll give you a hand. This is Yojimbo. 33,000 hit points. You need to do 4,060 damage to overkill. Expect your physical attacks to do about 33% less damage. No resistances to magic. Has the highest agility in here, so heads up there. And it has an agility stat of 32. No elemental susceptibilities. Immune to sleep, silence, darkness, poison, petrification, slow, zombie, threaten, death, provoke, distillers, sensors, scan, demi, delay attacks, eject, and all 4 of the breaks. Alright. Let's focus. So yeah, he's got 3 attacks. It's 4. 3 attacks, Daigoro and Kozuka. Both of those are single targeting physical attacks, and then he's got Zanmato. Does 9,999 damage to everybody, regardless of their defenses. You don't want that. I believe that's what he unleashes once his overdrive gauge is filled. Auron. Guard. And was that 5? Nah, just in case it wasn't. That should do it.
Strange. I thought it would be sadder somehow. Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. Yuna, the Fayth is inside. Go do what you came to do.
So yeah, there is another way you can handle that battle as well. If you got the Doom Overdrive for Kimahri on your way through, you could use that, cast it on Yojimbo, and wait 5 turns, and he'll succumb to the Doom status. Alternatively, if you did get the Candles of Life from capturing the every fiend on the Mushroom Rock, you can use one of those on him, and it'll have the same effect. Alternatively still, if you chose to do it this way, a bit riskier and a bit more expensive, if you chose to capture one of each fiend in these caverns before that fight, and decided to bring them back to the monster arena, the item reward would not give you Candles of Life or anything like that, but the enemy that the monster arena manager creates, you can actually steal them from them. I believe the common steal is 2 Candles of Life. So yeah, there's an option as well, and remember, the first time you fight it, it will be free. So yeah, just keep in mind, you can also use that as, I guess you could say, a way of putting the zombie proof ability on it, on the armor that I put zombie ward on for Auron. Just keep in mind that in order to do so, on top of the the candle of life used for this battle, you would have to steal a total of 12 Candles of Life, and that is, well, that comes down to 6 steals, and that's only if you do not steal any of the rare items from it And keep in mind, every time you successfully steal from it, your chances of stealing the next time are halved. So yeah, just half it 5 or 6 times, and you'll get an idea of what kind of percentages you're looking at in terms of being able to do that from the one fight. I mean, obviously you could just steal maybe like 2 or 3 times and then fleeing the battle and then going into the monster arena, paying the fee, which is it's a few thousand gil, to fight it again and then steal the rest of them that way. That's another option as well, but yeah, just thought I'd mention that as well. It is another option, but in any case, that's that. Alright, let's go get the Chamber of the Fayth.
I am the Blade of Vengeance. They dare only whisper my name. Yojimbo. Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me?
Alright, so depending on what you choose here can affect Yojimbo's affinity towards Yuna. The higher his affinity towards Yuna, the more likely he'll unleash his most powerful attack when you summon him. In this case, the best answer is to defeat the most powerful of enemies.
If you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer.
And yes, this is what we needed that 250,000 gil for. At least I was asking you to prepare for it. You won't need exactly 250,000 gil, but I figured I'd mention it. Set the bar high kind of thing so that you have a higher chance of getting it kind of thing. So yeah, he offers, and you can decide to pay him the amount he asks for, and he'll join. You can save yourself some gil as well by haggling him down. However, if you choose to pay triple his price, his asking price, he'll give you 2 teleport spheres as a bonus. So yeah, but let's haggle him down a bit. So this is the absolute minimum that you can offer him. In other words, half of his asking price plus 1 in the first offers. So he drops to 225. Move it up 1 gil.
Do we have a deal?
Now, this is what that 615,000 gil I was mentioning a few episodes ago would come into play. So yeah, we basically just dropped the price of those teleport spheres by about 145,000 gil. So quite the savings, but obviously I don't have that much, so we're just going to go the usual route. Now, this is his, I guess you could say, final offer, if you will, the last chance to haggle him. So let's get serious here and offer him our final price. This is the absolute minimum that you can offer him in order for him to join you. 194,000 gil.
Adequate. You are my client henceforth. My sword shall guard you on your journey, Summoner.
And we get Yojimbo. So let's take a look at this guy. So yeah, he's got 4 special attacks. He's got Daigoro, Kozuka, Wakizashi, and Zanmato. Or Zanmato. Daigoro, obviously we saw what that does, just basically a light physical attack. Kozuka is pretty much the same thing, just a bit stronger. Wakizashi is it's single target, but it can also hit all enemies as well, so bit randomized there, I guess you could say. And then the ultimate one is Zanmato, which kills all enemies, regardless. Some enemies are a bit more difficult to get it to work on than others, but every single enemy is susceptible to it. So, yeah. There is some math with regards to this, and it has to do with the affection levels. It's a combination of how much gil you pay him, which is cumulative, so the more times you summon him and pay him, that money gets added into a pool, and then that influences the next time you summon him, kind of thing, and basically builds up his affection like that. To the point where I believe in the PlayStation 2 versions, you could pretty much get it to the point where you could be guaranteed Zanmato every single time you summon him. However, I believe they've toned it down a bit in the HD remaster, and it's not nearly as broken. Let's put it that way. Though the amount of gil you need to pay him in order to get it up to that point anyway is obscene. Yeah. I don't know if that would be calling it broken or anything like that, but yeah. There is benefits to getting his affection up, but yeah. Oh, wow, he's got quite the evasion. So yeah. So what can we get to him as far? Oh, can't give him any abilities. Attributes? Yeah, you can. You can modify his attributes, you just cannot teach him any abilities, because he is his own man, if you will. Alright. There we go. How many hands do we have now? We've got 6 of them. Let's get everybody in the correct formation again. Alright, so we got a couple of rooms off to the side here. Let's go to the right one first. Ooh, we got 2 treasure chests. This one we get an MP sphere. I'll be giving that to Lulu. And 2 explosions, nice. Alright, let's check the other side now. And in here we get a flexible arm. Oh, such a good weapon. This is a weapon for Riku that has nothing on it, but it has 4 open slots. You can do whatever you want with this weapon, which I will be doing. Well, I'll start doing anyway, right now. Alright, so first up, pardon me. This weapon indeed will be finally replacing her sonar that she's had the entire game so far. For as long as she's for the entire game. Flexible arm. We're going to be putting a sensor on it, and we're going to be putting first strike on it, and we're putting initiative on it. That's what those chocobo feathers. That's what I'm using them for. The 4th slot is basically an ability of your choosing. The 3 that are on there right now are, I'd probably say, go-tos, like should be like priority kind of thing, as far as I could tell up to this point. However, I do have four options to consider. One, you could use the 3 stars here to put 1 MP cost and reduce the cost of all our skills and abilities down to 1 MP, but I don't really use that all that much with her, so yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Just, it's an option. It could be a lucrative option. Now, if you recall on Yuna's Nirvana, after we used the Moon Crest on it, it got the ability Double Overdrive. Well, there's another ability called Triple Overdrive, which allows your overdrive to charge 3 times as fast, which could be quite useful on this weapon as well, because, you know, Riku pretty much right now only has the ally overdrive mode that helps her, you know, charge up her overdrive, I guess you could say passively, if you will, or the easiest way so far, rather than just stoic. Though that'll change, but eventually. But so yeah, that's another option. We don't have the items for it, but just to keep an eye out for the items. Another one is called Gillionaire, which we don't have the items for again, but that basically doubles the amount of gil that you earn after battle. And I believe it only applies to the enemies that Riku... I think it's that Riku's in the front line. I believe it only applies when Riku's in the front line when any particular enemy dies. So, yeah. And then the fourth option, which is the one I will be using and is definitely much more oriented towards, I guess you could say, her job class, if you will, if you want to call it that. And we don't have the items for that either, so I'll just be leaving that fourth slot open. Oh, hang on a second, let's see. I was thinking maybe evading counter, but it's saying, nah, that'd only really be useful if you got like a status ailment on there, kind of thing, like Death Strike or Stolen Strike or something like that. But yeah, so we've got the Vanguard for Riku's. Let's equip it right away. And there we go. Now, if you're wondering what happens when you've got two people with the first strike ability, well, whoever has the highest agility goes first. So yeah, both of them get the first strike in battle. It's just the one with the higher agility takes the gets priority in terms of going first, kind of thing. So obviously Riku by far has the highest agility, so she's always going to be willing to go first as long as she's in the front row. So there we go. So yeah, actually I forgot to mention one thing as well with regards to customizing it. For the first strike ability, obviously we needed return spheres for that. If you didn't have any, for instance, if the Chimera Geist, when you defeated, if it dropped dark matter instead of the return spheres, pardon me, there's an enemy in these caverns called the Dark Element, and although it wouldn't apply to me right now, the last ability on her part of the sphere grid is called Bribe, and basically you pay an enemy a set amount of gil, and they'll flee the battle and give you an item. In this case, the Dark Elements, I'd say, paid him about 18,000 gil, and then go up by increments of 1 after that, until he gives you a return sphere kind of thing. I believe he drops like 1 to 3 return spheres or something like that. Another thing is, we should be able to get one as a common drop in an upcoming fight, upcoming battle, and also there is, we'll actually be given one even further down the road. Not too much further down the road, but there is one in a chest coming up, so just to give you a heads up there as well if you weren't able to put first strike on. But still, having the sensor and the initiative ability on her there was definitely a good way to go, kind of thing. Well, the sensor makes it an upgrade from the sonar, so yeah. So yeah, there we go. All right, let's yeah, we can teleport straight to the entrance. Now, any enemies I did not run into here, I will post their details in the video description, just so you guys don't get left out to dry, kind of thing. So, yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, the ability I will be putting on, the final ability I'll be putting on Riku's weapon will be called Alchemy, which basically, it doubles the effectiveness of all healing items, including Albed potions. Basically, anything that, high potions right now do a 1,000 HP recovery, it'll turn it into 2,000. And same with the Albed potions, Mega Potions will do 4,000, etc., etc. So yeah, and I think it even affects like ethers and all that kind of stuff as well, so... So yeah, a very well-suited ability for Riku to have, so yeah. Alright, so we got the Aeon. It looks like Lulu finally got her closure, the closure that she may not have been looking for, actively, but it's nice to know that she got it, and I really like that scene. It gives you, although she doesn't wear her emotions outwardly all that much, just that scene and just the way she was behaving did give you a glimpse as to, the kind of struggle, as calm as she is on the outside, there is still that struggle going on inside. So, And the fact that now she's on a pilgrimage with someone very close to her, it makes it all that more poignant. So, in any case, we're out of there. I guess next time we'll head back up the ramp there and continue toward, I think it was Mount Gagazet is the next destination, if you will. So I guess we'll start making our way towards there. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Liking the video makes it easier for other people to find the video so that they can watch it and enjoy it as well. And be sure to hit subscribe and enable notifications as well to be notified when I upload the next video. And be sure to share the playlist with any friends, family, anybody else you think may enjoy it as well. The link to that is in the video description. And also, if you're interested in keeping up to date with any channel updates, you can always check my feed at twitter.com/intrepid83. The link to that is in the video description as well. And as always, comments are welcomed. Just please keep them spoiler-free and speculation-free for the sake of those who have not yet experienced this game and its story. And spoilers do include the mentioning of any names, locations, events in the game itself, whether directly related to the story or not, that have not been mentioned or brought up yet. Please do not mention them until that happens. So, yeah. And we thank you for your candor, if you will. Is that the right word? Oh. I hope it is. Otherwise I'm going to have a whole bunch of spoilers to erase. But anyways. In any case, this is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be blessed, and have a good one.